And we are in with our third game of the day for week one of CalEsports Lowell Intramurals. Blue side is doing their first ban, so we have Team James Family versus Team ShenaniGamers. Uh, Key players on both sides, so James Family. Oh, Draftable may be having issues here. No ban coming out. It does say waiting still, so I'm intending to think that Draftful's having issues, so this may be a remake here. But anyways, from James family team, we have players Evil Brawny in the jungle, IXX mid lane, and Scars to Success ADC of the high rank players. We have BHB in the top lane, who's kind of a Singe one trick player. And we have Mathbook Air, our famous Scion Bouse enjoyer in the support role for James family. On Team Shenanigooners, we have uh, Clown King in the top lane, Nightingale, who just came off of playing a Challenger and GM players in his CB LOL games. Uh, in the jungle, Tsukio in the mid lane, ex-Little League ADC, and Jushi, the support terrorist, in the bot lane. Taking a look at bans here, James family just BMing, doing no bans for all two bans so far. I'm curious if that's intentional or if that's a visual bug.
I
Um,
think it might actually be a BM thing going on here.
Oh, they are
Unless
remaking links. They
oh,
they
they are
they they
remaking
they
it.
are they are. I have confirmed they are remaking. Okay. Dang, I would have loved to see the VM. If only.
If
Uh,
only.
Twitch chat, just to confirm, can you guys confirm that my audio and Discord Ranran's audio is good? If we need to turn up at all, everything's good.
Looks
All
like it's
right.
good.
So yeah, I will be getting a new draft flow link shortly, and we'll be re-getting into this draft here.
So what kind of champs do you expect these guys to play?
So Jushi, the support for Team Shenaniganers, is an absolute terrorist. So he plays Shaco and Singed and Zac support. The man is unconventional by all means. The top laner BHB for Team James family is also a Singed one trick. So that is a contested pick. I'm thinking that Team Shenaniganers is just going to ban it since they're not first pick.
Yeah.
Mid lane, so Evil Brawny's kind of known for his Hecarim. That's the champ he used to climb to Masters, but he obviously can play a bunch of other junglers as well. Other notable one tricks, so Scars to Success, the ADC for Team James family, used to be an Ophelia one trick. Got to, I think, High Emerald one tricking that champ, but also spread out, can play Ashe, can play Jinx, can play all the other normal ADCs. Um, Looking at the support role for Team James family, another notable one trick, we have Mathbook Air, Scion Prodigy, Baus Viewer. He does love playing his Scion support. I think that's all the one tricks at least. I know Tsukio does have a preference for Ari mid lane, the mid laner for Team Shenaniganers. So it looks like we are.
I'm excited to see blue side ban out Jushi. Because I want to see what Jushi can cook up if he's not on those specific champions. Because they only need to waste 2 bans on him. So it looks like they banned Jinx first.
They do ban Jinx. I don't think any of them really love playing Jinx though in Team Shenaniganers, so a bit of a question mark ban from my perspective at least. Maybe just trying to get rid
Yeah,
of
I
the.
feel like AD carry bans usually aren't exactly necessary, unless maybe you really don't want to play against a Corki at the moment. Corki Ezreal.
Yeah, so there is the evil Brawny Hecarim ban, getting rid of his notable champion. Again, he does play other. Ivern's another weird champ ban. Like none of these.
Ivern.
Nightingale does not like. Yeah, he played a game of Ivern, but like that's not his main champ. So I think James Manley didn't really do their research coming in the draft. I think they're saying we're gonna win without doing any research. Doesn't matter in the first place. We'll see. We'll confirm that with this last ban here.
Yeah. I think the Ivern ban makes me think,
Okay, yeah,
what if these guys are they might be trying to play Skarner or they're just straight up
are
BMing.
they spelling something? JIV? I don't think so.
I don't think so.
I think the vein ban's also questionable, man.
Yeah.
I don't think they did their research here, but it could be that they're spelling something. We'll see what their last two bans are. Singe ban coming out. Team Shenanigans did not get first pick, so they are banning the one trick BHB Singe. It will be interesting to see what this first pick is for James family. All right, they are
Please
picking the
keep this
sound.
eye on.
This is technically a flex pick. They could be swapping BHB to the support role, or they could be having. I mean, we know who's playing the sound. Jones is 100% playing the sound. We just don't know if Jones could be going top, support. I guess he could go mid if he really wanted to. Locking in Zach. This could be a bait pick. Jushi does play Zach support. It could just be a flex pick. Could be swapping the jungle. I don't think Nightingale really plays that much Zach, so I do think this is more likely the Zach support, and they're just baiting the Amy team since they obviously didn't do research.
I think Zaya could be a very good pick here because Zaya's bad into range, and if it's well, we'll have to see the rest of the blue side draft first.
Ezreal coming out for blue side too. So that is the Andro Ezreal. Guess he didn't feel comfortable blind picking Ashe or Jinx, or well, Jinx was banned, huh? And a Viego lock in. So they are taking away Nightingale's Viego. Or maybe they're
Or
just
Kane.
trolling it. All right, Kane lock in. Evil Brawny, how much Kane do you play? Taking a look at his op.gg real quick. Kane is his second most played jungler, 7 games with a 29% win rate. Not what you love to see.
Not the best, but at least he's on his comfort.
Yes, sir. And then Graves being locked in
Nightingale on the Graves.
as a response to Kane. Nope, picking
Where did
his signature Viego. Okay, Viego is a really strong jungler right now. Besides Xin Zhao, Viego is Nightingale's second most played jungler, I believe. Uh, Definitely looks like a decent pick into the Amy team comp here, so far at least.
Oh, okay, something I just realized. Jinx, the second letter of Jinx is I, and then the second letter of Ivern is V. So clearly they're going to ban a champ that starts with A, cause Vayne. Ari. So clearly they're going to ban a champ with H as their last champion.
Dang,
I don't know if I'm cooking something out here, or
I think you may be
do you see
cooking.
what I'm
All right,
saying?
well the Ori ban actually does make sense though, at least. Tsukio, the mid lane for Shenanigans, does love playing Ori. Ori, Lux, those types of champs are what they normally play. Vex ban coming out for IXX. IXX does play a wide range of champions, has the most mastery points on Lux. This is the mid laner for James family, is a diamond peak player. Lux, Syndra, Oriana, Vex, Anivia, plays a whole lot of champs. Mel, I'd love to see a Mel gameplay in this, although the team comp doesn't look that well for Mel, the enemy team comp. Cassiopeia finishing off the bans.
There's the luck.
Tsukio is getting the Lux pick, or at least thinking about it. Although, do you really want to play Lux into a Scion Kane? That doesn't sound that good to me.
No, it doesn't sound very good.
Really, kind of lacking AP damage, or at least DPS, at least from this red side draft. I'd be worried about killing the front lines. Victor being locked, or at least yeah, Victor being locked for IXX doesn't have any. Let's see if I can pull up his recent Victor match history if he has any. So in season 2023-24, season 3, he did not play. Victor was his 11th most played, and I can't see how much he played because there's an ad blocking it. We love op.gg. And then Garen being locked in. Garen very strong right now with all the true damage buffs that went into the Summoner spell or Summoner runes rework. Top lane does have counter pick here. We will see what Kyle chooses to play into
I
Garen.
think an orange champ would be very good.
I was gonna say I remember Kyle playing Yorick and Darius. I am surprised he went with the Yorick pick, but I'd be
Darius is actually a 100% win matchup against Garen. It's actually unwinnable for Garen.
Yeah, I was a bit surprised because I know Clown King does play Darius. I'm surprised he didn't lock it in here. Lots of tanks from the blue side draft here. Scion, Kane. I'm assuming Kane's gonna go red for him. Maybe he'll go blue. And Garen locked in. Frontline DPS is pretty much just on Zaya to get through those champs. I mean, Viego can do damage, but he's a frontliner, so he can get bursted if he's not careful.
I think this draft looks very solid. Zaya is probably the perfect AD carry you want to see into blue side. And the only one thing Zaya can't really do is kill ranged champions. So I guess the Zac Victor would be pretty good to hopefully they can kill Ezreal Victor and then Zaya can do the rest.
That
Seems like a
sounds good.
decent draft. It all just comes down to
Which
play,
side
I
would
think.
you rather be on if you just had to pick a side?
As an AD player, I would love to be Zaya in this draft.
Yeah, I also think I would rather be on red side's mid lane position. Not playing Lux, but playing a different champ. I think I would rather be on red side at least. Okay,
I think Lux isn't bad. I think Lux isn't bad. I think the only point of Lux as a solo laner is to ult every cannon wave, and basically they can never push into you. So Zaya will definitely get time to scale this game.
all right. We'll see. The first game today was a 29-minute game. The second game was like a 34-minute game. We'll see how long these guys do. They are currently doing the lead client drafting. After that's done, there's a 3-minute spectator delay. And we will be releasing the Gamba shortly. In the meantime, we're going to be right back until they get into the game here. Okay, we are in game here, unpausing it now. People are gonna spawn in shortly. Let's see if we get any level 1 shenanigans out of either team here. Looks like we are getting a ping to at least 5 point from Team ShenaniGamers.
Oh, I hope I see Jushi do something spicy level 1.
You think he can do something spicy? Is a Zac support level 1?
Zach. Well, maybe only if someone was like just by themselves, but it looks like blue side
We
is
are getting
going in for an invade.
a 5-man invade. Nightingale spots it.
Nightingale does start Q. Is he cooked?
That is, yep, first blood to
Oh,
Garen.
yeah.
Let's fix the
You
scoreboard
needed to
here.
start W or E there to live, or maybe even burn a flash.
Nice blind Fog of War Q from the One Trick Scion.
Oh yeah, that was nice. I didn't even notice that.
Yeah, I think if Nightingale was able to see it, he would have flashed it, but it was in Fog of War, so he could not see. Oh wait, it's export, right? Butthole, BHB, gonna spot Kyle's AFK on the
Clown King
wheels.
is AFK.
Look elsewhere on the map. Loses like a third of his HP. It's more like a fifth of his HP because he wasn't paying attention. Let's see here if I can make the hotkeys work. Oh, I can. That's cool. Okay. I know how. The Science Sport
Last
hitting
book
another
air
nice Q.
with the Q.
Gets his one trick through champ select and is going crazy with it. Jushi missing the, I believe the Zac. Is that the
Q.
Zac
It is the
Q?
Q.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh.
Did Jones just flash?
Yeah, he did flash, but he held it a little bit too long. But that's what Scions do. You have to hold it as long as you can.
Jushi hitting the nice. Oh, did the minion die right when he grabbed it and that's why I didn't pull? I did not play Zac enough to know this stuff, man.
Yeah, so this bot actually looks very winning. Um I think Ezreal might be pushing the wave too fast. Maybe if Kane did 3 bot camps into gank bot, they could have just dove bot very easily with the Scion passive and just gone 1-for-1.
Evil Bronny gonna get spotted by this ward here. Enemy team should know where he's at. Kyle did pick the Yorick into the Garen. He knew he was playing into that, so would expect him to at least win the matchup. Come late game, who wins in the side lane? I assume Garen just wins in side lane, no? How did that Q hit? Juicy, being a terrorist, hits the Q, W's in,
And
flashes out.
that is the Zac passive. Yep, the Zac passive is procced.
Viego is bot side, could maybe look to engage, but there is a ward on that tri-bush there that he'd have to avoid.
Oh, something else that is interesting is that this Ezreal did opt to go for lethal tempo rather than press to attack. -1.
Wait, yeah, why would you go lethal tempo on S?
I mean, it's usable. Um, I've actually experimented with the old lethal tempo on Ezreal before, which it actually felt pretty decent
Nice
because
CC. Viego gets the reset, takes over Kane's body, goes in, kills Ezreal, gets another reset. Now it's Ezreal. W's forward, E forward. Will they be able to get one more kill?
it looks like they will not.
Quick feats
And
of
the bot
strength
lane
gain,
gets
first three
out of
kills.
bot lane does get away from the Scion passive, which was something I was a little worried about when I saw that fight going on.
That fight started off pretty well for Team James family there, but I guess they weren't able to kill the Viego, and the Viego was able to reset. Nice stuns and CC from the Jushi, able to land the Q on Ezreal Kane there. I think that's the turning factor for that fight, at least.
And I do believe that the Ezreal not having pressed to attack might have had a factor on that one. Because Ezreal should be one of the strongest AD carries early game.
All right, just taking a look at the CS numbers. Top lane, Kyle is plus 12 CS, doing pretty good in terms of in the Garen matchup. They did ban the Garen's one trick Singe, so he's probably not first time with Garen, probably doesn't have as much experience. We have some Bush shenanigans going on in this bot lane with Jones and Jushi. Sion Q gonna hit. Little X Lily, half HP. Sion taking a bad trade on the out of it though. This should just be a death for
Hmm.
Jones.
Yep.
Will Jushi be able
Oh,
to
will
live?
he get one? Oh, he
Jushi
does
not
get
able to
him.
make it. Nice pullback, pops the
A
barrier.
nice barrier.
Good barrier bait from the Zaya there. If I was scarcely injured there, I would not been thinking about barrier. So red side, Team Gooner, Shenaniganer, popping ahead with like 1,500 gold by 5 minutes. Not the start you want for Team James family here. But Kane will scale, get form. Victor's is a scaling champion. It's not like it's completely doomed. Jushi
And
roaming mid
Jushi
here,
finds another pick.
finding pick, getting the kill donated to Lux here. Jushi's an absolute terrorist with his support picks, man. He
So it
is
looks
he
like
is doing
instead of getting
AP
that
Zac too. He's not like doing tank Zac either. He's first item Leandering.
first Adam Leandries could be quite the damage with this triple melee team on the other team.
Nightingale doing the grubs here. Kane is close to the area at least, but I'm assuming he just wants to farm for now. Garen being forced to flash out of the Yorick cage. Still a 20 CS discrepancy. Looking at gold, how much does that correspond to? Just 250 gold. Not that bad.
But it does look like the counter pick that Clone King wanted is going the way he expected it to go.
Yep, Jones Haig another E. That's got to be another knockup. But Leandro can't really follow that up. In the ideal world, at least, Sion hits the knockup. Ezreal does a WQ on top of the Zaya, but I think they were just too scared of the Zac to do it. Garen showing who the real Bouse enjoyer is. Uh, doing some proxying is
Does
ghosting
not
Garen Q
get
away. That's crazy.
most of the way. It looks like a pretty bad proxy angle. Or is it just an unlucky proxy angle?
Kane showing mid here. No one's around. Lux is by herself. Does not get stunned by the cage, but is looking pretty dead here.
Nope.
Kane getting a shutdown for that kill. 128 gold going to the master jungle player. Jushi hitting some nice CC, forces the flash out of Jones' Scion.
I would love to see what Sion can do with this Hex Flash. I want to see what kind of plays he can make. Hopefully, maybe we can see him get across the wall, jump into some Fog of War, and get a fully charged Q. But we'll just have to see what he does.
I do watch a bit of Tiltarella. Tiltarella does take Hex Flash whenever he does. Usually Hex flashes forward, hits the E, and then follows up with a Q. Kyle is so Garen opted to proxy but did not get the wave, so Kyle's just getting free tower plates for this proxy.
Yeah, this is looking like a little bit of a horror for the Garen.
I think this means that no one's going to be able to match Yorick in the side lane come like 15, 20 minutes. This should just be a permanent put side push Yorick game. Kyle does have a tendency to over push when he does side lane work without paying attention to where enemy laners are.
Jushi goes in, but Viego is there for the help. But does Zac have the passive? That is the question. He
Zac
makes it out regardless.
Zac uses ult there in order to not die and save his passive. Nightingale does
Oh,
the flash W,
he
gets the
gets
kill.
Flash
Meanwhile, top lane,
W.
they are looking for Clown King. Garen has ult.
Just it.
brings down the hammer of Demacia.
We always love a good old justice.
Nice 1-2 from blue side there. Yes, it was a disaster bot lane, but at least they were able to cash out on the York. Somehow the Garen is 2-0 and has a 100 gold bounty despite being down 30 CS. Looking at the actual gold comparison, yeah, Garen is down on gold on the York but has a bounty. That's fun.
The real Bowson's Law.
Isn't that inverse Bowson's law? D-
Wait,
d-
no, this is the Bowson's Law because he's giving kills and he's getting shutdowns,
oh, well,
but
yeah,
at
yeah,
the end of the
but
day, he
Kyle
has
isn't
a
the one
ulti.
proxying.
Oh, oh, I see what you mean. I see what you mean. That is true.
Really, the guy that's proxying should be the one dying and giving a shutdown. All right, repeat game coming topside. Kane farming form stacks on Kyle here. Will they be able to get him? Garen does not have his ult, but yeah, that's a dead
Looks
Clown
like
King.
they have him, and it looks like Grubs should be free. Yeah, Viego doesn't have ult, but they're opting to back and go for plates regardless.
BHB getting kind of low there
Yeah,
from taking a couple tower shots. Viego showing mid lane. Blue side James family should know that they're not going for grubs. Pinging the grubs. Kane getting red for him. Oh,
oh,
so
that was
close.
quite close. I don't believe Lux got the auto attack off there.
Did not. Both mid laners of Burning Flash will not be up for this fight here. Both of them have TP, so they could TP to Grubs if they wanted to contest. But yeah, looks like Team ShenaniGamers is just gonna give Grubs here. They got the first three. They also got the first dragon. So one more objective, and Team ShenaniGamers will get the Fee of Strengths.
Yeah, I really believe the Viego could have gotten one and then ran away because he saw that the Garen was absolutely 1 HP, and they should know that Kayn is unevolved, no ult. I'm pretty sure he could have at least gone for one grub and gotten out.
So we know that Kane's 2-1-2, looking kind of fed. At what point do you build heal cut in this game?
And also the question is who should build heal cut?
I think Zaya. Well, it's a good question. I think if I was playing Deluxe, Lux's job, the Victor isn't fed. Ezreal's definitely not fed. Definitely got most challenging part's gonna be getting through these tanks. I think if I was on Shenanigans, I would be having Deluxe build a heal cut item.
Yeah, I agree. I think Lux should at least just buy the Oblivion Orb. Um, I really think that the only point of Lux is to clear waves and then maybe find a Q pick. It's not really about one-shotting like enemy teammates.
BHB
Like
once again proxying, baiting. Let's take a look at this top lane. Baiting, possibly baiting Viego into coming into the Garen here. Nightingale
oh,
outsmites,
Viego will
able to
get the
get the red
smite.
buff. Does get knocked up. Will he be able to run away
Should
here?
be fine. He has ult. Oh, but will he get justice? He does not get justice.
You're coming in from the side here.
This does not look
Nightingale
like a good.
barely
Kane gets quite a big shutdown. Oh, but he messes up the E into the Q.
misses the W.
Might cost Garen's life, but he will just get justice anyways.
Can Jushi and Lux clean up here? Interrupting the Kane Q,
And
not able to
Lux
go over the
combo.
wall.
Kane will be.
Dude, Jushi is absolutely
Oh,
killing it on this.
Kane just dies. This
Can
Zac
they find the
is
Garen? Garen is
a
able to get his back
monster.
off. What looked pretty bad, Jushi was able to come in and clean up, able to pick off 2 kills on the off trail of that fight. Gold lead still leaning towards red side, Team Shenanigans with that last series of plays. There is a 3-0 Garen though. That is kind of scary if you are Lux or Nightingale.
The Zaya does need time to scale. So basically, I believe it's just a ticking time bomb. Once it gets to, if blue team can't end the game in time, this Zaya will absolutely destroy the front line of blue side.
I mean, I think it's gonna be hard. I mean, there's very little peel. Jushi wants to jump in for Zaya.
Well, Zaya has a problem killing backline, but she has no problem killing frontline. Because Zaya has self peel. Plus, there's a Lux if Lux decides to Q to Kane in the later fights. But there's a fight right now, but it looks like nothing's actually happening.
They did pick off
Dragon is
MacBook Air. Another kill in the pockets of ShenaniGamers here. Top turret getting blasted by BHB. Let's take a look at that top turret. Looks like BHB is mostly proxying instead. I would be surprised if he gets first tower instead of Kyle. But yeah, proxy strategy for the win. Feats of strength going towards the way of Team Shenanigans here. Hopefully none of them build the upgraded boots and fall for that trap.
Garen does get out in time, just in time, when Viego gets up. But Garen does need to watch out for giving away this 300 gold shutdown if he
Yes,
keeps proccing at the wrong time.
somehow this Garen's been proxying full game but has no deaths. Jones
Oh,
must
that's
be
surprising. I thought he
must be
died one
giving him
time.
some lessons here. Yeah, the Ezreal's such a good pick into the Zac, able to dodge out all of Zac's jumps, but Jones taking a sacrifice in his stead.
Very nice kill into the Scion.
Kyle doing the smart thing and backing off, maybe getting someone whisper in his ear saying, "Hey, Kane's topside." First tower still. Oh no, first tower did drop bot lane, but the feat of strength already went to Shenanigans. Holy, is that dog peanut butter top? Dog and peanut butter top would be a surprise to me. The only name I know this Garen by is BHB.
I am rooting for BHB
He's
for the entirety of the Siams.
Jushi being a
Oh,
getting a nice pick on Garen here. Who
she
will
gets
get
a
this
nice
Garen shut
pick
down?
onto the Yorick.
Does go to the Yorick.
That is an acceptable person to get the shutdown. If this Yorick can be a monster on the sideline, there might be no one that can stop this guy.
Victor matching the 4-0 Zaya bot. Are we able to see how many abilities Victor has scaled up to? So he's at 86 stacks. I'm not sure how much abilities that corresponds to being upgraded.
I'm also not sure.
I don't think he has any upgraded so far.
Well, he has 4 assists, and
Oh no,
surely
yeah,
he just
he
got
has the
another
E upgrade.
cannon.
He has the E upgrade. We see that.
Looks like another top tower will go down.
But yeah, that's a scary 3-1 Lux, 4-0 Zaya, 3-1 first item Rift Maker Jushi. Kyle able to flash away from the Scion ulti. Scion ulti needs a buff. Flash is overpowered.
Flash is overpowered.
Yorick once threatened to unalive my family IRL. Kyle would never do that.
In game, right?
In game, yeah, IRL in game. Rip YOLOmite. I'm not quite sure I know what YOLOmite is. All right, BHB able to click this top lane tower here. Does put some gold. Gold still, all things considered, pretty even. 3.3,
Sushi
2,000
is
gold lead.
going in,
Gets the
and
Q.
Ezreal will get out, but
Viego is there. Zac
Ezreal still has flash. It doesn't look like anyone should die here besides Jushi. Big
excellently
callback,
getting caught.
and big shutdown onto the Kane.
Nightingale getting the reset, but Garen ulti on top of it. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about when I say little peel. Zaya was able to ult, but still was not able to get the people off of her when she came down. Kane was
Yeah,
able to
maybe
follow
just
her through the
one
ult.
or two more items on the Zaya. She'll be able to get out of there just fine.
But Clown King in the side lane here with the Rift Herald was able to get a tower. Garen does not have ulti, used it in the last fight. Almost collects a second tower there. Jushi pinging the Atacon there. I believe that is the Blood Petal Atacon. Jushi 2, 1, and 10, absolutely dominating in the support role with his KP. Involved in 12 out of the 14 of his team's kills. That's crazy support behavior right there. Gold lead has shrunk by 1,000 gold, now only up 800 gold from Team ShenaniGamers.
Something I want to point out is I really like this Kayn build path. I'm a big fan of Cyclosword, and I believe that the most 1v9 Kanes I've seen in my solo queue games have this item. So I do want to see if this guy can one-shot the Zaya or one-shot the Lux, maybe even Viego.
Alright, looks like we are going to get a dragon fight here. You're keeping the Garen in the side lane, which is pretty nice for the Zaya's ability to fight. I would have liked Kyle to keep showing, keep pushing there, but instead he's walking over to this team fight. Jushi looking to engage on Victor, finds the engage. Jones ulting again, knocks up Jushi. Viego getting the reset, getting yet another reset onto the Kane, now going on Ezreal. And no one is on this Zaya, allowing Zaya to free DPS.
And it
Triple,
looks like a very clean fight for Team Gooners.
yeah, triple kill for Nightingale's Viego there. Now 7, 3, and 5. Did pick up heal cut for that team fight. I think this is the first fight where he's had it. And okay, I only did two reduced regen. Did Kane? Yeah, Kane did die with ulti, I think. Was not
Yeah,
able to
Kayn
get
died very fast in that fight.
was not able to get his ult off there. Garen not being with his team for that fight because he had to match the York, I think did play a pretty big factor in excellently being able to free DPS in that fight, being able to get through Mathbook Air's HP, get Evil Brawny pretty low for being able to ult on him and execute. So gold lead now at sitting at 3.2k gold. Let's see where this gold is sitting at. So in the jungle, it's only a 500k gold lead. Looks like most of this gold lead, I mean, there's a 1,000k gold lead in the support role, but ADC is pretty even. Mid lane, there's 800 gold. Jungle, there's 400 gold. Top lane, there's 700 gold. So nothing that big, just comparing the players to each other here. BHB is my favorite person this season. He definitely has the most interesting name of the people that signed up, I will say.
It looks like Kanan has gotten picked off once again. He won't be able to heal up that much because of the executioners.
Nightingale getting the reset. Victor is behind him.
Nightingale is down. Zaya looks like will be going down.
Huge shutdowns for James
Jushi
family.
has flash. He should be fine. Jushi is out.
Clown King still in the side lane. Garen realized, hey, let's just fight, and I'm gonna let Clown King do his thing in the side lane. If he gets a tower, so be it. Um, but yeah, Kyle will get a tower off the end of that fight. Looks like they'll be trading a mid tower for it at least. I think Team ShenaniGamers need to play a little further back, given that no one was matching Kyle, especially because there was no objective up to fight over there.
Yeah, but I don't blame them. It looked like an initially a good play because they got Kane down really fast. I think they just went a little bit too deep and left their AD carry.
Gold lead's still not that bad. Still a 2K, 2.5K gold lead for ShenaniGamers here. I don't think there's been a stage in this game where the ShenaniGamers have been behind it in terms of gold.
Oh, this is slightly unconventional, but I just noticed that Garen has opted for a hole breaker rather than going the classic full crit.
I have to remind myself what the hole breaker it does now currently. Every fifth auto
A
attack.
hole breaker is basically a tankier Kraken Slayer, while also it still gives your cannon minions a bit of more tanky.
BHB, can you be my BH? Can you BHB my B? Okay, Flame Knight, let's calm down a little bit. Easy Scion paid terrorist report these MFs. I don't think anyone's playing Misfortune on the enemy team here. All right, James family starting up Baron is on a ward. Lux is bot. Victor isn't with the team. Does have TP. Victor should TP now. This fight is happening.
But the Kayn is out of the pit, but Mathbook Air is still inside the pit, hitting the Baron. And it looks like
Looks like Viego reset
blue
city.
side will get wiped.
Viego able to find those resets. Cade not quite being able to kill Exeter League there. I think this Jushi guy's absolutely smurfing at this game with his engages in CC.
Yeah, so what? There is nothing on blue side's team that can stop this Zac.
Kane W, right? If like mid jump, he
And
could
but I
Kane.
believe that is very hard to time. It will be very hard to
Yeah.
time, and Zac will need to be in vision, and on top of that, Kane will have to be in position to be able to react to that. There is no, there is just not a lot of CC on this team.
Dragon
Oh,
stolen
he will get
away.
the steal. And I believe that was just with a W rather than with a smite.
Yeah, that's did Nightingale have smite? I think he just missmited. Yeah, smited
I
too
think
early.
I think he almost smited and Kane got it with a W because Kane's smite is still up. Is that the hope that blue side needs, or do you think that this game still might be over?
I mean, we're looking at a 5.4K gold lead. Uh, it looks pretty hard to play from this point. The Jushi engages have been amazing. Victor hasn't been really allowed to do damage in team fights. Has to be constantly worried about Jushi. Ezreal,
And on
one,
top of that, this Zaya is scaled.
three
She has
item.
Remolder reminder. She should be able to get past this Garen, this Scion, very, very easily.
All right. Kyle in that side lane, pushing up. I am curious how much HP loss Garen does get when he gets hit by like a Yorq, but it doesn't look like that much. Ezreal Flash was blown just now. We quite missed that. I'm assuming he got hit by Jushi Engage. Kyle walking up, bopping the tower, bringing it down.
I feel like Kyle is the biggest winner out of this game. Everyone's having a hard time, but looks like he's just like playing payphone, just killing some towers, having fun.
Yes, sir.
And on top of that, he's the richest man in this lobby, I believe.
We'll take a look in a couple seconds here. Mathbook Air burning his flash to survive there. That is a well, not a two item Viego. He does not quite have his third item yet, but I'm sure if he were to base, he could buy an item. Yeah, he is sitting on 2.6, 2.7k gold. Quite overconfident there with his gold reserves, but tried to maximize the Baron usage, I suppose. Yeah, looking at gold, you would be correct in saying that York is the richest person in this game.
by quite a by quite an amount, too. Viego has just finished his Immortal Shield bow. It looks like he'll be pretty strong in these fights. It'll be quite hard for him to die.
BHB killing the maiden there, taking some HP for it, trade for it though. Going to go back to base and regen real fast. Next objective is going to be Soul Point Dragon, Infernal Soul, which does feel pretty nice for champs like Lux, even Viego with the Execute ult.
And I like how the Zaya is showing a little bit of discipline. It's always nice to go for IE, especially when it's the last crit item he can go, but it looks like he's building towards the Bloodthirster, so he can stay alive. Lux damage, doing a little bit of peanuts, but that's okay.
I'd be curious to see, like, is this really the Lux build that you should? All right, so just
It
build
looks very
Storm
real.
Surge.
It looks quite real, if I'm being honest.
Yeah. Okay, okay. So, not saying the game is over, but do you think the next team that faces James family, do you think they should ban the sound, or do you think they should let it through draft? Like,
I
uh,
believe, I don't think it should be something that is banned, but I do think it is something they need to draft around. Because if they don't have a strong frontline killer like Zaya, it might be they might not have the same results as Team Gooners are having at the moment.
that's a fair point.
However, I do think teams need to either ban this Zac or they need to respect it and draft.
They
They
already
need to
banned
draft
his.
some
Did,
they need to draft some like Morganas, something with very nice CC that can just stop the Zac wall, or
was
something with
was
dashes.
his Shaco banned? Do you remember?
No, Shaco was not banned.
Oh, that is surprising.
I
That
do
he
hope I see some Smite Shaco support though. And then
Now this guy just plays normal Shaco support when he picks it. Absolute terrorist.
I want to see a jungler in one of these IM games completely just tilt their face off against the Shaco Smite support.
Lose a couple of their jungle camps, like maybe level one, like a chicken steal into a uh, scuttle crab steal later on in the game to a support Shaco.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it looks like they're going into a fight here. Jushi, this man is just this man
Yorick
owns
in the
this
side lane. They
rift.
do have a bot lane here that they can push in. Looking for the Ezreal instead. Will they find him? Exhaust coming out. Ezreal E's not far enough away and gets taken down. I think this game's over. 40-second death timer. 15 on the Garen here. 25. Flash forward from it. Uh, Exo League there. Victor flashing away. Zaya doing an emote laugh, BMing. Victor ulting the wave, getting some nice damage on Nightingale. Garen charging forward, does not get the execute, does get the kill onto Nightingale there, trying to save the game, killing Yorick. Zaya is still alive.
But they are
Looks like
just hitting the Nexus and the game will end. Team
close,
Gooners win.
close fight there. I will make up my 4K Gamba points with yet my third prediction win in a row. Um,
Twitch chat loses, Jacob G wins.
W. All right, let's pull someone from the winners call in here. Who do we want to see? Let me change the view to there we go. All right, let's pull in the team
I
call in
would love
here.
to see either Juicy or Clown King. I would just want to
Yeah,
see how they thought of the game.
let's pull in Jushi in here. Hello, Mr. Jushi. You are live on stream for a post-game interview. If you are okay with that.
Yeah, I'm fine with that. Hello.
Okay, so tell us a little bit about draft. Why did you guys pick Zach? What was the thought process here? And I know the other thing I want to question is you left open the Scion. What was the thought behind that as well?
No, we thought we had a good comp, and we looked at the champions that they were playing, and Zach was just the obvious pick. The Ez kind of threw me off because I did not think that their bot lane was good at Ez, and Ez is my greatest counter. But Zach is a counter to Scion, which is why we picked it, and I think we did a really good job communicating as we were drafting.
Do you have any thoughts on lethal tempo of Ezreal?
It definitely would not have worked in that game. That Ez just did not have the ability to prolong in the fight. I, hmm, but that's a good question. Hmm, I might have to, I might have to look at that in training. It might
Uh,
be good.
I think you were absolutely smurfing it this game. You had so much nice CC. There was that one fight in your guys' blue side jungle that you hit Zacu on both Kane and Ezreal, stopping the Ezreal from killing your jungler, giving your Viego a reset, and absolutely turning the fight there. I think that's a very nice play. I think you've had pretty nice engages throughout that whole team comp.
Definitely, I am definitely a good player, and no, in the fight, I don't think of just what I'm contributing. It's just a matter of how many people I'm hitting with my E. And luckily, I usually hit more than one person. But I just want to personally shout out Steven, definitely the call maker in our team, and of course, the three other people, Molly, Ann, and Kyle. They did a great job. We're actually a pretty good team.
Okay. Well, we'll look forward to your next games. Unless Rayman, do you have any more questions?
I don't have anything to say. I'm excited to see more spicy picks, see what more you can pull out.
Yeah, uh, we didn't get quite a chance to use it, but you are the originator for this quote.
Geneva Convention, more like Geneva Suggestion.
With that being
Yo,
absolute terrorist in the bot lane with your unconventional picks. We'll look forward to see what you are playing next. Um,
yeah.
with that being said, we will be ending the stream now. There are no more games scheduled for tonight. There are two more games tomorrow. At least one of them should be streamed. I'm playing in the other. We'll see if we can find someone to stream that one. Um, but look forward to them both. With that being said, thank you for tuning in, and we'll see you all tomorrow.
Goodbye.